Is it possible to have SEO optimized, keyword rich, original, full length blog posts that run on autopilot on your blog, known as autoblogging? Can we do that? Can we set that up? I'm going to show you how in 4 simple steps using Journalist AI. Hi, I'm Jonathan Milligan, and I've been a full-time blogger since 2011. Been blogging since 2009, and I want to show you in this video why I love Journalist AI, and I have tried hundreds of AI tools over the years. And so let's get right into it. So I'm inside Journalist AI, and by the way, you can create some free articles if you'd like, and you can click on the link below and go check out Journalist AI and see why I love it. But let me first show you the type of awesome content it creates. So here's a recent one that I created right here, how to use giveaways to boost email list growth. And you can see this is why I love Journalist AI. It does much better job with long form content than your typical AI just comes from ChatGPT. So you can see here, I've got a takeaway section. I've got table of contents here. I've got broken up text, bold text. I have bullet list. I have call out boxes. Again, bullet list, there's tables. The content is broken up instead of having really long sentences and long paragraphs. It'll even throw in YouTube videos from your own channel or from somewhere else. It'll add internal links and external links if you'd like to include those. And you can see this is a really good article. It's very helpful for the end user. It's not just about creating content. It's about making it useful and helpful. So that's really important. All right, let's get into the steps. So step number 1, we're going to set up our keyword monitors. So what this does, and I'll just click new monitor to show you, you put in your name, you put in, see if we can zoom in just a little bit, put in your name, you put in your website URL, and you create a monitor. And once you do, you can click on this and you can see here that this monitor is going to basically find keywords. And they're going to find keywords, they're going to find the monthly searches, they're going to show the difficulty on these keywords. And you can add these keywords to your queue so that over time, Journalist AI creates optimized blog post for that keyword. So for example, best places to write a blog. I like that one. Let's say I like blogging pros and cons, blogging and social media. Then what I could do, I could check all of these if I wanted, and then I'm gonna click add to queue. And what the add to queue is going to do is it's going to put a queue over here so that the tool is going to pull the next one in line to create the blog post according to our schedule. Now, you could also add keywords. So if you've got keywords from another keyword tool, I use other keyword tools, and you found a bunch that you like, you can just paste them in here, add those into your queue. You can also import via a spreadsheet as well. And so the first step for you is going to be to fill up this queue. Whatever it is, hundreds of keywords that you've identified, fill up that queue so that your Autoblog is going to pull from that. All right, so that is step number 1. Let's go to step number 2. Step number 2 in this process is going to be setting up your preset. Now, if we come up here to your preset, you can see I've got one set up right here. And if we go to new preset, you'll see what it's like. So you would name this, maybe I would call this BYP for blogging your passion, and I would call this Autoblog. So I remember I want an SEO article. It can also do news. It can do YouTube video to blog post, Amazon single product reviews. I'm just going to choose SEO article. Now here's where you're going to want to choose keyword monitor. And you're going to have to select the monitor so that you connect those two. So now we've got those two things connected. Our keywords that we've either manually added or we've gotten from the tool to say this is the queue we want you to pull from. Now we've got that hooked into our preset here. And this is where you can have all the customization you want. And this is why I love this tool over other AI tools. I'll show you why. Because as we get into this, you're going to see you can choose your tone of voice, your point of view, your formality. So maybe I want to go second person. It's got custom instructions. So this is where I would add in my own custom writing voice so that it writes closer to you. In fact, let me back up and show you what I have in mind. So what I did is I took a couple of my blog posts and then I gave it to an AI tool, doesn't matter which one, and I said, summarize my writing style. And this is what it came up with. And so if you add this into the custom instructions section, when you set up your preset, you will be able to have the tool write closer to your default style, which is really awesome, right? All right, under knowledge, I really don't do much in here. I think you have to have a higher level count to add in your own kind of knowledge database. Formatting, this is what I have turned on. I have bold turned on, tables, quotes, list. Again, we want to make this consumable. We're designing this not just for the search engines, but for human beings to read and enjoy. You decide your title case there. You've got the structure. You want to add a call to action that it will put into your blog. You could do that. Turn on key takeaways, conclusions, FAQs is always good to have a section on every blog post. Decide how large you want these to generally be. And just you want to, in this case, you want to leave auto generated on. If you were doing an individual blog post, you could even tell it exactly which H2 and H3 headings you want. But since this is an auto blog, you want to probably keep those on. You can add your sitemap so that it does internal linking, which is what I love. This is something, again, you can't get from the default ChatGPT. So you could put your sitemap in here and you could tell it, hey, every section in my blog post, I want you to try to put 1 or 2 internal links. You can also turn on external links if you'd like, and it'll find external links to sprinkle in your post. Images, it'll create an AI image according to whatever instructions you have. I put in there flat art design because I love that style. And yeah, so then you also have a video section. If you enable this, it'll go pull a YouTube video and it'll put it into your blog. If you have your own YouTube channel, it'll pull from your channel, which is really awesome. Auto translate will go into different languages. I personally don't use that. So once all that is set up, you just save this, and that is step number 2. So before we get into step 3 and start hooking these things together, do you enjoy videos like this? Will you let me know? Just hit the like button or even subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified the moment a video drops. And if enough people like this, I'll create more tutorial videos like this. All right, let's get into step number 3. You're going to now want to hook up your blog to Journalist AI. So if we go under blog animation, you'll find integrations. Now, one of the things I love about Journalist AI is they have lots of integrations. Most AI tools out there have none, and some that do, all they have is WordPress. That's great if you're on WordPress. I used to be, I'm no longer. I like Ghost, so that is where one of my blogs is, but you can also have WordPress.com, Shopify blog, Ghost, which again is what I use, Wix, if you have a Wix website, Webflow, if you have a Blogger blog, Squarespace, Zapier, if you've got just some other tool or CMS system, and then a webhook URL if your system uses that. So lots of options here. You're gonna wanna set that up, and you're gonna need depending on which one you choose, for example, WordPress, it's gonna walk you through how to connect that. Once it's connected, it will look like this right here where mine is connected, all right? So that is step number 3. So far, we've built up our queue of the keywords we want the tool to pull from. We have set up our writing style format the way that we want it. And we have integrated our blog with Journalist AI. And there's one more step. Let's jump into it. Step 4 is going to be actually setting up the Autoblog. All right, so we're going to come in here to Autoblog. We're going to click New Autoblog, and we're going to give it a name. Let's call it EYP Autoblog. You're going to want to select the preset that you had. So I'm just going to select that one. Let's go with quantity. How often do you want a blog post every day? You want it every once a week, once a month, every 2 days. Let's say I want one every 2 days. You want to randomize the time. This doesn't matter if you are going to have it send a draft. So that may be something, I don't know if I covered this or not, but just to make sure you know where that is when you're setting up your integrations is where it is. So let's go back to our integrations under blog automation integrations. And right here, you want to set that to draft. Now you can set it to published or scheduled, and what it's going to do is going to automatically publish it. I personally like to have it sent to draft first so that I can look at it. And the reason why is I want to treat this kind of like hiring a ghost blogger, right? A ghost writer. And it's, hey, here's the keywords. I want you to write me an article every other day, load it up for me in the blog, and then I'll go through, check it, make sure everything's according to my style and liking. If it looks good, I'm gonna hit publish. That's the way I prefer to do it. Now, if you want completely hands-off, you can set that to published, and it's going to automatically publish anytime an article gets sent through your integration. All right, so let's jump back to Autoblogs, and we'll go through this. So again, let's name this BYP Autoblog. Select the preset we set up. Let's do one every 2 days. Doesn't matter on the randomize because again, we have it set up to draft. Select an integration. So that's why I walked you through all those steps, because you're gonna have to set up your preset and your integration first, and then you click on create new Autoblog. All right, then we're gonna click into it, and this is where you gotta decide when you want to start this. So let's say I wanted to start this noon today, since I'm recording this in the morning, and I hit start now. There you go. Now it is completely set up. So there you go. Those are the steps, right? So what do you think about that? Is this something you want to try? Let me know in the comments below. You can also click and get a free trial of Journalist AI to try some of this out for yourself. And by the way, if you want to see a complete tutorial of every single function of Journalist AI, then you're going to want to check out this video that's popping up right here and go click on it now. We'll see you in the next video.